Hey guys, so today was one of those days where I just didn't feel like filming at all. Um, it wasn't a bad day at all either. It was a pretty decent day. But I was just like so fully immersed in all the things that I was doing that I just didn't feel like picking up my phone. Um, Detox wise, I felt awesome today. Like today was a really good day. Um, I had very simple foods. I had a bowl of grapefruit, a banana, and then a salad with some fruit in the salad. And I thought it was really tasty. And I posted a picture on Instagram if you haven't seen it yet. And it was delicious. But what I'm going to do, since I didn't record any footage for you guys, I'm just going to actually put in the footage from making the sauerkraut and then make that for the video for today. And then I hope you guys enjoy that. It actually looks really good. It's about 2 days in now that it's been fermenting. It's got about 2 more days to go. And I think you'll enjoy it. So without further ado, here's the sauerkraut. Thanks, guys. My weird salute that I do. Okay, so I went to look at the sauerkraut footage, and I think I accidentally deleted it because I cannot find it anywhere on my computer. I don't know where I put it. I don't know where it went. So until I can find it, if it can be found, I'm gonna do something else. So I was like, okay, it's late at night. What else can I talk about? I looked around my room because I was like, well, my day wasn't like all that eventful to really be able to talk a lot about it. If you're wondering what the hell that is in a towel up there, that's where the sauerkraut's fermenting because there's no room anywhere else in the house. So I get to keep an eye on it, and it's with all my crystals and stuff. I don't know if you can see them. But, yeah, so I wanted to talk about this book, and I think you're really going to like it. It's actually really different. It's called Metaphysical Anatomy by Evette Rose. And I first found out about this book. There was an interview on YouTube with Teal Swan, Wisdom from North, and then the author, Evette Rose, and I was just like blown away. I thought it was awesome. So Metaphysical Anatomy is basically a book that defines, I think, over 700 or so different medical conditions or diagnoses that can be wrong with the body, essentially, right? And basically there's this belief that I hold, and a lot of people are holding now, that are waking up to the fact that things that happen physically to your body aren't just on a physical level. Like, everything's connected. So everything as far as your emotional side, your mental side, and your physical side are all intertwined. There's no separation or compartmentalization from them. So a good way to look at physical illnesses is to look at different thought patterns and different emotional traumas and emotional things that were happening to you, either from childhood that could have developed like long-term diseases or autoimmune diseases or certain conditions, to just very basic things that you were thinking, like maybe negative thought patterns for a certain period of time, which led you to be a perfect match to some kind of cold or illness or flu or things like that. It's super interesting, and I think it's super awesome. I'm really grateful to have this book. I just want to show you guys what it looks like and maybe read you 1 or 2 different excerpts from it, just to kind of show you what it's like, and I highly recommend it. So let's show you what the book looks like. So it's actually an enormous book. It's about 700 something pages, I think. Yeah, over 700 pages. It's kind of like a freaking Bible. It's huge. We'll show you the table of contents real quick. So in the beginning, there's a couple chapters about learning different things as far as like psychological stuff, emotional stuff, trauma work. Let's see if you guys can see that. How to use this book. And then after the chapters, basically, it's going to go into an alphabetical list of different issues. There's a bunch of them. And it just goes on and on and on. So let's just pick something and see. Let's do digestive problems. We'll go to page 309. And then digestive problems begins down here. So it's going to show you some other ones that it could be linked to as well that you can check out. And then I'm just going to sit down for a second to get comfortable to show this to you. Okay, so digestive problems. Emotions. Issues in this area can arise due to a fear of digesting or stomaching a current situation or past circumstances. May also be a refusal or stubbornness to accept what's happening in reality. You may feel that your ability to feel empowered has been suppressed. Therefore, you have reverted to stubbornness as a substitute for the loss of power in life. You often feel emotionally inflexible when adjusting to new routines, plans, or changes. You are critical of yourself and are unforgiving of your own mistakes. You may feel unsafe when others nurture you, as you have associated being nurtured with a past trauma. In the past, your need for love and nurturing may have been met by hostility, rejection, abuse, or abandonment. And it goes on and on and on to tell you what some of the precursors could have been. And you just kind of pick through what resonates for you. Maybe not the entire thing will, but I'm sure a majority of it will probably click with you. And then there'll be some key points of what you can do to look at once you've read this information as far as how to heal from this problem. So you can look at unresolved emotional abuse and then explore that, because just even exploring your mind, like your different thoughts, can be so healing. Just doing like different acts of consciousness and things like that. Feeling challenged by reality and digesting the experiences in life you've had so far. You may feel that your past abuse is now part of your identity. The stomach area holds fear and guilt. Fear and guilt towards whom? Who or what might make you feel this way? And it still continues up here. Trauma related to abuse is stored in the colon. You may have developed defenses to avoid being abused, being quiet, stubborn, or angry. As a result, you are pushing people away, making you feel isolated and alone. Explore these cycles. And then it goes on to the next problem here, which is dislocation. So it's a really awesome, comprehensive book that kind of goes in depth into a lot of different things. Like I said, there's over 700 different conditions to look up in here. And I think I'm just going to open up to like a random page and see what we find. So we've got polyps. So there's some more things that it's linked to. You have a great need to appear strong and always be right. Your facade is strong-willed and surfaces when you take on too much responsibility. You may have experienced a great loss in your life, including people leaving you unexpectedly, passing away, or a relationship which broke up, triggering old separation trauma. You may feel stagnant while everyone around you seems to be moving forward. This is the natural flow of life, yet it feels to you as if you are being abandoned and left behind, and it continues and continues. And this particular one actually goes into various locations in the body as well as the key point section. And then that continues on to here until you get to the next one, which is postnasal drip or depression. So it's really freaking awesome. I think this is an awesome book. And then Evette Rose also does one-on-one sessions with people with this kind of work as well. So I'll put the information for her website in this video as well. And just kind of looking through the back here, I don't remember if there's anything special in the back or if it just finishes up with like the final letters. Pretty much. And there's like a glossary in the back of like what some of the terminology might mean if you're unfamiliar. Glossary. Yeah, and that's basically the end of it. But yeah, it's a huge book, 720 pages, bazillion different conditions you can look up, and it kind of just gives you another way to look at things, and it really makes a huge difference, especially if you're into like a lot of self-help, self-development, emotional work. And sometimes if you're just stuck and you don't know, oh look, we're at digestive problems again without even trying. Sometimes if you're just stuck with your healing and the physical things aren't working for you, this gives you another angle to kind of look at it with and see what you can do. So highly recommend it. Super interesting. I think it's really one of the only things of its kind right now. And Evette is a super action, like moving forward type of person. She's always coming out with new stuff and awesome stuff on her like Instagram and things like that. So check it out, guys. And hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.